Once upon a time, in a village nestled in the heart of a vast forest, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was a curious and adventurous child, always eager to explore the world around her. She spent her days wandering through the woods, climbing trees and chasing after creatures that called the forest home. One day, as she was playing near the river, Lily heard a soft rustling in the bushes. She peered through the leaves and saw a small bird lying on the ground. Its wings were bent and broken, and it looked up at Lily with pleading eyes. Lily felt a tug at her heartstrings. She knew that she couldn't leave the bird there to die, but she didn't know what to do. She had never taken care of a bird before. As she pondered her options, a soft voice whispered in her ear, "Take the bird home with you, Lily. I will show you how to take care of it." Lily looked around, but there was no one there. She shrugged it off as her imagination and scooped up the bird. She took it back to her small cottage on the edge of the forest and set to work caring for it. Days turned into weeks, and the bird began to heal. Lily fed it worms and seeds, and she watched with joy as it learned to fly again. She had grown attached to the little bird and had given it a name, Sky. But one day, as she was playing outside, Lily heard a familiar voice. "It's time to let Sky go, Lily. He needs to be free." Lily looked around but saw no one. She knew it was the same voice that had spoken to her before, but she still couldn't place it. She looked up at the sky and saw a flock of birds flying overhead. She knew that it was time to let Sky go. She took him outside and held him gently in her hands. "Fly, Sky," she whispered. "Be free." The bird hesitated for a moment, looking up at Lily with a grateful gaze. Then, with a flutter of his wings, he took off into the sky. Lily watched as Sky soared higher and higher, disappearing into the clouds. She felt a sense of sadness, but also a feeling of joy. She knew that she had done the right thing, and that Sky was where he belonged. As she returned to go back inside, she saw a figure standing in the shadows. It was a woman with long flowing hair and a gentle smile on her face. "Who are you?" Lily asked. The woman smiled. "I am the spirit of the forest, Lily. I've been watching you, and I am proud of what you have done for Sky. You have shown compassion and love, and you have helped him heal. That is the magic of the forest, the power to heal and the power to love." Lily felt a warmth spread through her body. She had never met the spirit of the forest before, but she had always felt a deep connection to the woods around her. Now, she understood why. "Thank you," she said, "for everything." The spirit of the forest smiled. "You're welcome, Lily. Remember this. The magic of the forest is within you. It is in your heart, and it will guide you wherever you go." With that, the spirit of the forest disappeared into the woods, leaving Lily with a sense of wonder and a newfound appreciation for the world around her. From that day forward, Lily continued to explore the forest, but now she did so with a deeper understanding of the magic that lay within it. As she grew older, Lily became known throughout the village as a wise and compassionate soul. People would come to her with their problems, and she would listen with a kind ear, offering words of comfort and advice. But even as she helped others, Lily never forgot the lessons she had learned from Sky and the spirit of the forest. She continued to explore the woods, marveling at the beauty of the trees and the creatures that lived within them. One day, as she was walking along a familiar path, Lily came across a group of children. They were laughing and playing, but their joy was interrupted by a sudden rainstorm. The children huddled together, shivering in the cold. Without hesitation, Lily ran over to them and offered them her coat to keep them warm. She then led them to a nearby cave, where they could take shelter from the rain. As they waited for the storm to pass, Lily began to tell the children stories of the magic of the forest and the creatures that lived within it. The children listened with wide eyes, fascinated by Lily's tales. When the rain finally stopped, Lily led the children back to the village. They ran ahead, shouting out her name and telling everyone about the wonderful stories they had heard. From that day forward, Lily became known as the storyteller of the village. She would gather children around her and tell them tales of the forest, inspiring them to explore the world around them and to find the magic within themselves. And though Lily grew old and eventually passed on, her spirit lived on in the hearts of the children she had touched. They would grow up and tell their own children about the wise and compassionate soul who had shown them the magic of the forest. And so, the magic continued to spread, passing from generation to generation, as the people of the village learned to love and care for the world around them. That's all for tonight's story. I hope you enjoyed. Sweet dreams and good night.